Hi, I'm Kenzie here for Raddlock TV, the home of innovative California-compliant firearm products, where form always follows function. Today I am going to show you how to install the HK Raddlock for the MP5, 91, or the 93 style firearms. Before any installation, make sure your firearm is unloaded and the chamber is clear. Our HK Raddlock for the MP5, 91, and 93 will also fit many similar clone versions of the HK rifle and pistols, such as PTR, Vector, or Bobcat. The general rules are as long as they can accept an HK factory MP5, 91, or 93 trigger housing, then the HK Raddlock will work on that rifle or pistol. For our tutorial today, I will be using the PTR 91 and the HK SP 89 to show the difference between the polymer and steel trigger housing installed. Included in the HK Raddlock kit are the maglock cage, magazine catch bushing, and the 3/32 dowel pins. I will start with the PTR 91 installation. You will need some tools for this installation: a 3/32 or similar size punch tool and a small hammer, a flat base file, and a wire cutter tool. We need to first start by removing the original magazine release button and magazine catch by punching out the roll pin with the 3/32 punch tool. Now you should be able to remove your magazine release button and magazine catch. Next, you need to remove and replace the original magazine catch bushing with the one from the Raddlock kit. If your firearm came with a lever magazine release system, then our magazine catch bushing will render the lever magazine release non-functional. It will also prevent your magazine catch from over travel that might create an open magwell situation. Therefore, it is essential you install and use our bushing. You can remove the original bushing by pulling out the spring from under it with your punch tool. The bushing should drop free from the receiver. Then reinstall the original spring and the bushing from our Raddlock kit. Now you can reassemble the magazine catch without the original button and push our dowel pin through the hole on the end of the magazine catch. You will need to press down on the bushing to expose the hole on the magazine catch. test the function of your magazine catch to see if it is sliding freely and if it allows the magazine to release properly. You may need to trim the original spring 1 to 2 coils if it is too tight to release the magazine. Finally, we are ready to fit the maglock cage to your firearm. Here is what the SP89 and the PTR91 trigger housing are different. As you can see, the PTR91 has the polymer trigger housing with side covers and the SP89 has the steel trigger housing. If you have the polymer trigger housing, then you will need to cut the tail extension of the maglock cage. If you have the steel trigger housing, then do not cut the tail extension. Since our PTR91 came with the polymer trigger housing, we need to cut the tail extension off with a wire cutter. You want to cut as close to the edge as possible. Then use the file to file down the rough spots until you have an even and flat edge. If you have the steel trigger housing like our SP89, then you would go through the same fitting process as we just did on our PTR91, except do not cut the tail extension of your maglock cage. Next, place the maglock cage on top of your magazine catch bushing to check and see which part of the maglock cage you need to file down. The goal is to have the maglock cage sit flat against the receiver. Use your file carefully. Remove small amounts of material at a time and test fitting often until your maglock cage sits flat against the receiver and the trigger housing can slide on with ease. Do not remove more material from the maglock cage than you need. This will cause the maglock cage to fit too loose and possibly fall out of the receiver. The tail extension is designed to slide into a specific slot on your steel trigger housing. It will also need some minor fitting to fit the slot. You will need to follow the same procedure of test fitting and filing until the trigger housing will seat properly on your receiver. Now that your maglock cage is properly fitted, you can reassemble your firearm. Do a wiggle test of your maglock cage to make sure it is tight and not loose. Finally, insert a 10-round magazine to test your HK Raddlock. Insert the magazine until you hear a click or snap sound indicating the magazine is properly locked in. To test the magazine lock release, use a Raddlock key tool, a bullet tip, or a screwdriver. Press the center of the maglock cage opening and pull the magazine out. The magazine should release with ease. This concludes our HK MP5 91 and 93 Raddlock installation. If you need further assistance, then you may email our tech support at support@raddlock.com. Be sure to visit our website, www.raddlock.com, to find out more information about our products, where form always follows function in our designs. Also visit our Raddlock YouTube channel for more helpful videos. Once again, I'm Kenzie, and thanks for watching Raddlock TV. I'll see you at the range.